Good afternoon, Fountain Street Church. I'm Reverend Christopher Rowe. I'm the executive minister here at this wonderful temple of joy and love, and it is an honor and an exciting day to welcome you to our first installment of 5 in 5, your place to get 5 announcements you need to know in just 5 minutes or less. Let's see how we can do. But first, will you come inside with me? It's cold and loud out here. First up, I guess I should explain what 5 in 5 is. To make a long story short, we have 5 minutes to communicate just 5 things with you every Wednesday. In your email box or on the church YouTube page, you can find the list of 5 announcements that we think are most important to share with you this week. You should know that if there are ever any important links or other calendar-related items, you can find those in the body of the email that this video came from. For instance, if there's something to do with a survey for the congregation, wink wink, or maybe even a calendar invite, you'll find that in the email, but this is where you can learn more information. It is our hope that this methodology of communicating with you will help you feel a sense of connection and feel closer with Fountain Street Church, even though we're spread out. We can use these virtual tools to feel closer with one another and what's going on at the church. Obviously, with the reality of COVID, we are unable to do some of the time-honored traditions like March of the Goblins that we usually love to do year after year. And so instead, this year, the clergy invites you to come down to Fountain Street, outside of course, and do a little parade of our own where you get to wear off your best fashions and costumes, inspired by Star Wars or inspired by whatever you're into. And come on down, show it off, take a picture in front of the illuminated building, and maybe you'll walk away with a treat or two. Remember, that's 7:30 to 8 o'clock. That information will also be in the Friday Flash, but we wanted you to mark your calendars for it now. And of course, please join us the next day at 10 o'clock in our live stream for our Halloween/Star Wars Sunday. You're not going to want to miss hearing from Danny Heck and Reverend Mariella and Greta, and even myself, as well as Jonathan Took to play some epic tunes from the Star Wars anthology of music. And so please make a special point to be with us for this special Halloween Sunday, something we've done for years, and it just looks a little different this year. And then afterwards, of course, join us on Zoom for time together in company with one another. That's this Saturday and Sunday, 7:30 on Saturday for just a half hour, and Sunday right at 10 o'clock. This past Monday at the governing board meeting, staff and executive team members and congregants in the board all got together and discussed the fact that the church will remain virtual through at least December 31st. Of course, this is disappointing. Believe me, I want nothing more than to be in this beautiful space with all of you, singing with the organ and hearing the prophetic words of the leaders among us. But for this time, for such a time as this, it's clear, the evidence is clear, and the public health recommendations are clear that we simply cannot get together safely. With all of that in mind, the governing board is still moving ahead with a public survey for all of you to fill out. So I encourage you to look back at your email. Take a look at that survey link. It's called a Google form. All you have to do is give your feedback, and that information will come to the governing board. We want to hear from you. We want to know what you're feeling right now as a diasporic community. We want to know what ways we can better meet your needs, whether you're individual or you're a family. Please take a moment to do that survey and let us know how Fountain Street Church can still be the church that it needs to be during COVID. Keep your eyes on your mailbox. Reverend Mariella and crew have been working on something beautiful for this year's stewardship campaign. I can't wait to see what she's got in store, but in the meantime, look for those materials coming soon. Finally, I do hope that all of you will mark your calendars for November 22nd. That is the official date of our annual meeting. This is a special time for the congregation and the governing board and staff to come together and hear updates from the past year and look ahead to 2021, which is something I think we're all eager to do. So please, mark your calendars, November 22nd of this next month. That's just a month away now. You won't want to miss it. And of course, if you have an annual report to turn into me, please get that into me by November 13th. Again, November 22nd, annual meeting, a time for us to come together. More information will be following, including how you can actually get to that annual meeting, which will be virtual this year. Well, we almost made it in 5 minutes. Maybe next week. There's just so many important things that we want to share with you and communicate to all of you and help you feel connected. But the reality is the most important thing that I could possibly share today is how much we miss you and how much we value each and every one of you. COVID is hard, and so is an election year. And so as we continue to figure out what it means to be Fountain Street Church during this time, please know we are counting on you to let us know how you can feel more connected to us and how we can all be connected to one another. Until we see each other again, stay safe. Wear your masks, please. Stay resilient, be healthy, and know how much you are cherished and missed right now. I miss you all. Take care.